Alright, I am using the Zeiss 55mm f1.8. It's at 2.8 right now. It's now at 1.8. Okay. On the ZV-E1. I'm trying to find the bird because I want to show you something. Okay. So, one thing that people don't talk about, alright, with this camera, it has a zoom. So let's look at the bird nest, okay? 55mm, it's a prime lens. Watch what happens when I zoom in. So I can get more reach out of this lens. I could go further, but then you start losing autofocus. So that's why I have it like this. Okay? So right now I think you're at I don't know if it's a double or 1.5, but let's say it's an 80. Okay? Right now. But you see, look how everything is sharp. Everything's in focus. Everything looks close, right? And watch what happens when I zoom out. Now, 55mm is more than a 50mm, okay? But with this camera, you can do some magical things. Besides the fantastic stabilization, you can also zoom in certain lenses to a closer zoom range. So I hear the birds, I can't see them. I'm just looking around. But what I like about this lens also, it's the swirly. I've ordered a lens that's a Russian Mirror 1. It's a 2.8, 37mm. And I got a special mount. It's a screw mount on the Lycam. It's an M42, all right? So I got an adapter for that. But what I was going to use that for was I ordered another adapter, which is a secret, which I should get by next month when it finally ships and gets through customs. Nice thing about that lens is basically, and let me, I really can't vlog with this because it was like when I did earlier. And plus the fact that my arm is so sore, I had to take some ibuprofen just to get it. But you see, let's look at this, my tree, and I'm zooming in. Okay, now you see the cranes in the back? Watch what happens. They become sharp automatically. And that's why people like Sony cameras so much. They are sharp automatically. So with this camera, and I showed some things with the Z6 III, you can put an APS-C lens on here and it'll still stay in full frame, okay? Unless you want to crop it. And the funny thing is, this is already a 12 megapixel camera, so when you do crop, it stays 12 megapixel. That's the magic on it, okay? So look how close, I'm about 3 feet away, okay? Look at that. Isn't it fabulous? I love this lens because you can focus on one thing, and if I took the shot, everything would get blurry right next to it. It's like a 1.4 lens, actually, but it's a 1.8, okay? Reason why I like it is you can make it real sharp. But look at that. Now watch this. I'm going to go back to normal 55 millimeter. Can you see? I'm about 5 feet away on that one. If I get down here, I'm closer to 3 feet. Let's look at this one. I'm zooming in. Look at it. It stays in focus. I got a slow zoom on it. Look how beautiful that is. Okay? I'm going to zoom right back out. And that's what you can do with this camera. So I'm going to put the Sigma 16 to 28 in the, what is it? The 28 to 70 on here with this lens. I'll take some pictures, but you can see just walking around how everything stays in focus. And this is my dreamy lens, folks. So if you want to see things that are just sharp in the center and then it just blurs to the side, this is the lens you would get. And let me go to this one. Okay. There we go. Get it in focus. Now watch what happens. I'm just going to bring it in closer. Let's look at these. Isn't that something? So just to the side, look how it gets blurry, and then you make it in center, and it comes sharp. I'm trying to hold it as much as possible, but it's hard. And I'm moving it back a little bit to get it more in focus. And then of course, if you go all the way back to 55, it's more of it becomes in focus. But isn't that awesome? See? Trash can. Look how fast it focuses. That's the difference. So you get a small camera like this. Yeah, it overheats, but if you run the video a little bit, you can still take pictures, even if you're using the LCD screen, okay? So this takes much better pictures than the camera, depending on the lens that you have. So this is just with the 55 millimeter prime, okay? It's 1.8. The leaves are, the flowers are starting to fall off. There we go. Look at these clouds. So see, when it does come in focus, it's pretty nice. So that, you know, that's a good sunset. I love clouds and sunsets. So it's just a quick video with this lens. I'll take some pictures and then I'll change it with 2 different lenses out. But I thought I want to show that to you. That's the advantage of having this camera, is even if it's a 12 megapixel, and that's the same thing with the A7S III. The only difference is this is the newer camera, okay? I think it has AI built into it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks.